Hey guys, welcome to my Venus through Sign series. This is for Venus and Aries. So if in your birth chart your Venus is sitting in a sign of Aries, this is for you. This also applies if your Venus is sitting, if your Aries, 7th house is Aries, so that would make you Libra rising. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin. Also, those of you that are not sure where your Venus is placed, I made videos about that, which you can find in the description box. So make sure that you're studying your astrology so you can know where your placements are. Okay, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Temperance, the Lovers, Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. I think I forgot to mention that this is for the month of May 2019. All right, so you guys, I feel that someone has been overthinking, feeling stressed out about a lot of things, maybe wanting to work a relationship out, wanting to get things back in order, back on track. You could be a Taurus with Venus and Scorpio, or maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But it looks like there is some sort of anxiety or stress about the situations that you're dealing with here. I also feel like someone is in denial about how they feel, keeping their thoughts suppressed. I also see someone too who's maybe been acting distant because of a work situation. There could also be some sort of situation where you're dealing with a coworker. Now, I feel too that there are choices or decisions to make in love. I'm also getting Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini. But I get that there are choices to be made. So if you're in a relationship, there's a need to make some sort of decision. Usually when the lover shows up, it's an indication that someone could be in a relationship. So if you are the single one, the person that you're connecting to may have to decide. Maybe you came into their life and you are this person's crossroad. You're intervening. You didn't plan it to happen. You guys just met and you started talking. There was a connection. There was a strong chemistry, physical, spiritual, both, all of it. You just kind of felt a connection with this person. And it put you in a sticky situation, or a situation where you're kind of like, now, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be in this commitment. And I've come across this person that I'm having this telepathic bond with. This person is so different from me, yet we feel there's just this strong connection. So both of these are indicating that some sort of choice will have to be made. Now, for some of you, sometimes, I just still always want to mention that the choice can be between love and career, like having to make a choice between that, especially too say for instance you're in a relationship and you get some sort of new job offer or new career, and all of a sudden it's just like, man, do I pursue this career, or do I stay with the person that I'm with and just develop this love situation, especially if you're just now getting things back on track? Because I get, for some of you, there was something going on where the relationship was just getting back on track. You guys were just fixing things, repairing things, and then all of a sudden something came to you where now you're faced with the decision where you might decide to go your separate ways. Now, if you're single, I like seeing the Lover's card, because this is showing that you're going to make a love connection before the month is over. There's someone that you have the choice to connect with. It's up to you whether you want to take it further or not. Now, some of you might feel like, no, this isn't what I really wanted. You know, I want to find, the other person. You might be comparing a new person to the old person. Feeling like the new person isn't going to live up to the standards of the previous person. So I feel like too, maybe someone has set the bar high and you're just kind of having a hard time finding that total package, that solid connection here. I also see something that's coming off as someone trying to merge two people together. Someone trying to bring two people together. So someone is maybe trying to play matchmaker or play Cupid. This energy comes off kind of like Cupid to me. So it's just kind of like, hey, you seem like you would make a good fit for this person. My friend, I want to introduce the two of you together. But it also seems like, because we have both of the angels in here, that it could be unseen forces that has guided you to this new person. Sometimes too, people are aligned to help them move on from a situation. So for instance, if you've had tower moments, you've had death moments, and you're still trying to hold on to an expired relationship, sometimes it's like, okay, we know what to do next. So the universe sends you someone that you are smitten by, and you are gradually eased out of a relationship that no longer serves your highest good. So it's just like, hey, we had to do it this way. So someone comes to you, like an angel is sent to you in human form, to help you detach from an old situation. I also see some of you that have been communicating with someone who is at a distance, and sometimes you feel like it's not going to work. And then sometimes you're like, okay, we can do this. There's something, you guys talk and you try to compromise or figure out a way to make it work. Something has been struggling though in regards to holding a relationship together. So I'm also getting air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, maybe Scorpio. Someone is giving the other person a run for their money here. So if this is a situation where there's more than one person competing, if you feel like you are competing, and when I'm saying competing, I'm talking about, there's more than one person, but you have the energy of, oh, there is no competition because I already won. I already got them. I just kind of feel like this is confirmation that you will stand out from the rest, and that you will have victory over your competitors or your enemies. There's also a need for you to set boundaries if you're in a relationship. There's a need for you to set boundaries with this person. You can't let someone just run over you or do what they want to do without, having some sort of fair consultation between parties. It just needs to be fairness. So I feel like for whatever reason, somebody's having to set their foot down or give someone an ultimatum. Like, look, if it can't go this way, that way, or if we can't get married, or if we can't move in together, or if we can't agree to this, then I'm going my separate ways. So there is something that is coming to an end. Someone is giving someone that ultimatum. And if they can't abide by the rules, then something is coming to an end. I'm also feeling too that someone is maybe feeling like a relationship that is dead inside. And this new person came just in a nick of time. It's like good, because I felt like this relationship was rotten to the core. There was nothing else that could come good of it. You know, it's just, I'm stuck in a bad relationship, and I'm glad that I was aligned with this person. So I also feel like someone is being inspired by the other. There's this new person may inspire you or pique your curiosity to the point where you realize that it is time for you to move on. Maybe some of you were praying for a sign, like, please show me a sign if I should stay or if I should go. And then this new person that you're aligned with is kind of like a synchronicity for you. It's like a sign like that you need to move on. So I do see someone, you know, becoming single. It's like, okay, I'm back on the market. It's official. I've officially ended things. I've severed ties. So some of you may be becoming officially single, but that's really for those of you that, you know, didn't feel like your relationship was in a good place. Felt like it was no growth. You have been toiling with this relationship and if you should move on or not. So I feel like if you are in that relationship where you felt as if it was just dead, then this is confirmation that things are going to come to an ending. And you will be back on the market or single and available again. If you're in a happy relationship, then this is you maybe personally undergoing some sort of transformation where you are rediscovering yourself, especially too if maybe you've been, let's just say your spouse has been a breadwinner and all of a sudden you're like, no, I want to be independent now. I want to start my own business, or I want to work again, or I want to do something different. So I feel like you might be undergoing some sort of transformation. It also could be a situation where you're in a relationship, but it's one-sided because your partner is still asleep or dead and you have become awakened or enlightened, and so you feel just different from your partner. You're just like, we're not the same two people anymore. So there could be some changes going on in your relationship, like you guys are just both you are rather just going through your own individual change. There are going to be things that you need to think about. I feel like you're going to be restructuring some things, analyzing the things that are important versus the things that are not. This is weighing your pros and cons. Somebody is not sure that the relationship is worth investing more time and energy into. It's just like, is it worth it? Like, I've been waiting all these years to see this person change. I've been waiting all these years to see if we could be at this level as a couple, and it's just not happening. So when is it going to change? Is it worth me sticking around? I think I need to free myself from this person. So I just feel like I need to detach. It's time for me to be free. And that's okay. So I feel like some of you are debating about whether or not to stay in a relationship, and you're just really ready to move on. You're ready for something new. You've become a different person and your partner is not. So there's just overall that need to change. It's just time. I see this as too, like some sort of regeneration. So if you have undergone the dark night of the soul, or if you've hit rock bottom, if you just felt like, you know, things couldn't get any worse with you in your relationship, you've just been through a dark time, a dark place, this is you becoming awakened and aligned and happy and just kind of feeling like yourself again. So you might be coming out of a state of depression. Now, if none of this is you, I could be picking up on the energies that your partner is going through. If you are just completely single, like I said, I still feel like you're making some sort of connection. I feel like you are overall undergoing some sort of changes in your life. And this new person, you're going to be wondering, will they be worth the investment? And I feel like you're trying to wait and see how things are going to go. You're just kind of allowing things to play out, taking your time, not really being in a rush for anything, but you're open to the possibilities. You recognize that your life is changing or shifting, and you're just kind of going with it here. I always see this too as like some sort of portal here. Like somewhere there's an alternate universe. There's your life can go this way or that way. This is also one of those situations, like I've talked about free will before. Like I'm not 100% sold on how free will works. Like some things I feel are stationed, like you can't alter them, and some things I feel like, hey, you get a choice, you know, to make something go this way or that way. I kind of feel like this is one of those times, one of those situations where depending on your free will, you can change your life, you can alter it. So the decision that you make is very important. When this new person comes into your life, do you move forward with them, or do you just kind of let the moment go and wait for something else? So I feel like that is up to you. I see soulmate. I also see someone's life being changed because they are now pregnant for the first time. So this is new. And I see a son, and I see the name Joshua, or like a biblical J name. I also feel here that someone can't get the other person off of their mind. There could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces on somebody's mind. It's like, why can't I stop thinking about them? It also could be that this person comes back into the picture, but you're not wanting to reconnect with them, or you want to make sure that you are focused on yourself first before you give yourself to anyone else, especially if this is someone from the past. I almost feel like the water energy is someone from the past, and I'm also getting a name, Michael. I feel like this person also has they're like distinguished in age. I feel like they have like silver streaks. I feel like there's something about their forehead is it stands out. So I don't know if they have like a high forehead. Something about their forehead stands out. Not saying that this person is unattractive. I know sometimes with these descriptions, you guys be like, I don't like this person. But I'm not, it doesn't mean that this person is unattractive, but I'm seeing there's something that is distinguishable about their forehead. This person can be very emotional. They might also be intuitive, or an empath, or a psychic even. Something about lamb. I don't know if this person eats lamb. I know a lot of people don't eat lamb, but this person does seem to like lamb. I'm also getting someone who could be of Middle Eastern descent. So, yeah, like of Middle Eastern descent. I'll just say that. If Michael is not their real name, that could be their alias name. Like for instance, I know a lot of Middle Eastern men go by the name of Mo, and their name is Muhammad. So, and I guess that's to kind of like blend in. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying that because I know that I've grown up Muslim, and I notice like a lot of Middle Eastern men will do that. And I'm just like, why don't you use your whole name as Muhammad? Don't be shy. Like, don't be ashamed. Like, your name Muhammad. But you know, I don't know what the whole thing is with like kind of like taking that away. But yeah, so basically that is what I'm getting. Those are all of the energies that I'm channeling right now. I hope that that makes sense, or I hope it resonates. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys, please also, especially those of you that are into the Venus sign readings, make sure you're sharing, because I personally feel that these Venus readings are still kind of overlooked for me to have been doing this on YouTube for a while. So I don't know if people are intimidated by not knowing where their Venus is, but just make sure that you're still putting a word out with the Venus videos and sharing. Share to your astrology groups and stuff. All right, thank you guys for watching. Many blessings to you.